Universe, how are you? Can y'all hear me? I think we're just gonna get right into it. What's up, 10 Ben? What's up, OP Clan B? What's up, Kazan? Bit quiet, of course I am. What about now? Any better? Desktop audio as well. Dude, my freaking mic stand is broken. I'm like really annoyed about it. So I don't even know. Oh, you know what it could be? I had to, What about now? Is this any better? Okay. Yeah, so... what happened is I had to... I could talk about it briefly. I had to move everything out of my... What's up, Stig? How are you? I had to move everything out of my office this week. It's back in now, but yeah. There was some small issue. So we'll see. Okay. Well, if it's better, that's good. That's all. What? So I had to unplug my thing. Alright, now we're ready to start. What's up, Brendan? How are you? Is anyone on mobile? Is anyone seeing the vertical version of the stream? YouTube implemented a new feature that I don't think is very good so far, but we'll have to see. Where it, like, auto makes my stream a mobile stream. Like, short style. So we're doing just like I was doing with, Medicham. YouTube introduced a new feature that I just do not think it correctly works. Thank you to all the mobile viewers who are telling me. Maybe it's only broadcasting it out to the shorts feed, and it's never going to you guys. Oops. What's up, Lincoln? How are you? So this is going to be a bit of a tight timing. I think I can do it, and if I can't do it, I will end stream embarrassed. But I think this is a doable scenario. I don't really know. YouTube does it, like, YouTube launched the feature, and there's literally no instructions on how to use it. For the record, it's very strange. close. Alright. Yeah, so opening the menu prevents NPCs from moving at all. It's called map... Well, I don't know what speedrunners call it, but I've been calling it map refreshing. And you can take a certain actions you can take after you refresh the map. Safely without the NPCs moving. So you can... The most common action is taking 2 running steps. But you can also take 1 step after cutting. There's technically an NPC just off screen here. It's the cut tree. What are you soft resetting in, Brendan? I probably shouldn't do this last cut, but whatever. So we're just trying to get to Registeel, who isn't that far, but... See, like, this cut tree is actually a moving NPC, as I learned from my e-reader thing. There's also a cut tree up here that is also a moving NPC. If you're interested in learning how to do this type of tech, I don't have the painting version of it yet, but if you go to retailrng.com, I just released a guide on how to do the movement tech via teaching you in the Safari Zone, basically. So it teaches you all the safe steps that you can do to prevent NPCs from moving. But it doesn't, like, talk about painting, and it doesn't talk about, like, the cut, and it doesn't talk about minimizing wild encounters, but yeah. So I'm still doing this because this NPC moves randomly. You can take 2 steps running, you can take 1 step walking, you can do... Oh, wow, she moved? Oh, I got 2 moves from her, that stinks. So that means I messed it up. Oh my gosh, I messed up pretty badly. So we're safe for a little while. It's actually pretty easy to do. Not to mess up, to actually execute this. See, this guy's over here. You have to take 1 step, actually. The cut stuff is actually pretty nice because it's pretty easy to, it's pretty easy to do the cut maneuver, just like stepping once and doing it. Yeah, it's a lot of movement tech. It's pretty tedious, but it is the only way to, like, or not the only way, but it's like, I would say the main way to get perfect competitive Pokemon without glitches, because you don't need to RNG your trainer ID and your secret ID. This guy can move randomly too. He moved. What the heck? Oh, I messed up so bad. 1, 2. How is he moving? What? I'm a little surprised he's moving, but... Oh, I went too many steps. No. So I'm just, like, doing the movement poorly then. Dude, he moved, like, 3 times. That stinks. That's fine. We'll get to Registeel in time. Oof. Intense. This is intense, to say the least. I'll improve, hopefully, over the course of the stream. That was crazy. Yo, Munchma, thank you for the 18 months. Appreciate you. Everybody show Munchma some Blisy love. Yeah. 10 Ben. Alright, so let's find where we landed. We're aiming for this one. I mean... Static 1, we're doing Registeel. What's your nature? Lonely. Lonely? I'm so lonely. Okay. 20, 79. So, over the, see, 50,000. Let's set this to DS because that's what it is. What? Okay. I'm on NDS slot 2. That's kind of crazy. Seed 3A1, that's what I'm aiming for? Yeah. Okay. Also, let me put my theme back to the nice one. Weird. Alright, so this is the seed that I hit, apparently. That seems so horribly early. Like, I was really, really late, so, but whatever, let's... Alright, attempt 2. I forget how to do it. It's like, I think you do colon. I've been trying to do the... It's tough, Crolux, it's tough. Just got a 6 IV. Very nice. Love to hear it. Okay. I wonder if there's something about, like, rainy weather or something. Yeah, I haven't been streaming that much. Haven't been on the YouTube streams, I'm sure. I was thinking about multi-streaming, but I think I'm just not gonna do it. Whoops, that was, well. I haven't even done that many streams lately anyway. That's alright. So yeah, we have to take these, like, complicated step pathing routes. This is all to prevent the NPCs from moving. So, I don't remember if this woman can move, but the old man here can move randomly. I wanted to do the running step. Why'd I do that? Oh my gosh. I did one step there for some reason. Do the cutscenes cause advance? No. Looks painful in Gen 3. It's easier in other games. So Ruby and Sapphire, I would say... of the main series games, these are some of the most difficult to manip properly in. Because of this tech is, like, kind of tedious, right? Oh my gosh, I don't think there's... So what we're gonna do is actually... Oh, dang it. This is gonna suck. Getting a phone call and just make sure it's not somebody important. No, it's like some kind of scam or something. Okay. I think you can do it in Fire and LeafGreen. There would be some utility for it. There would be some utility for it in Fire and LeafGreen because I don't know if this was any faster, but in Fire and LeafGreen, you could maybe, like, for a really difficult TGTV, you could do this, right? If you wanted to verify your seed with, like, Abra or something, you could start in the game corner. You could, like, start in the game corner and then, yeah, you could get, like, Abra that way, basically. What? I cannot believe she moved. That's crazy to me. I must be doing something wrong. I felt like my timing was good, but... So we can run freely there for a bit, which is nice in terms of cutting the time strictness back a little bit. Oops. It's okay to take one step running, so it's not like a huge deal. Oh, dude. I can't believe I choked that again. And I'm not sure if it's like 100% known if this is safe. The attempt doesn't end there, it just causes some inconsistency. I haven't done this tech that much, like I've only just started really learning it. I've only just started learning it really, so it's like I don't mind messing up basically. I think there might be... I think it might be different during this weather. I'm gonna double check what GD said. Because I've been running here, and it's not working, but now it's working. Okay, I messed up, because I just didn't hit the button. Oof, that's tough. Oof. I'm like half remembering if inclement weather affects it, so I'm gonna double check. I don't know if that's like true or not. I don't remember, so don't take my word that that's like a problem, I guess. It's impish. We gotta do the nature first. 68, 139, 62, 131, 46. Alright, we were 1 seed early. So we're close. Let's update both of these. Alright, perfect. Actually, I want to check. Actually, I'm gonna stop for a sec because I want to check DD's info on this. I don't think he said anything about it. It's fine. Right, we're just gonna try again. Oh my gosh. You are my man on my work playlist. Mowing lawns and blowing down driveways isn't fun. A couple other careers help me get through the rain. Thanks. Well, I hope to continue helping. I'm glad you're enjoying the streams. And the yapping. What's up, Flash? Very nice, very nice. Tropia should be in the front of my party. Just because it's, that's the one I'm using cut from, so it makes it, having to maneuver cut less, difficult, if that makes sense, right? What do y'all think? By the way, if you're having a good time, you're enjoying the stream, you're enjoying me being back at streaming a little bit, consider hitting the like button. It's a free way to help out the stream. Free way to help out the stream, free way to let YouTube know that this is a good place to be and hang out. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that. Thank you, stream likers, I appreciate you. And that's right, as the Nightbot message said, that we get 5 members today. I'll also gift 5 members to the stream. What's up, Brendan? How are you? Yeah, Tropius being in the lead is definitely better because I can just mash A when I'm on the party menu. That's just not generous, I would say. It's just like an incentive. So I'm trying to get better at this path. Like I said, if you're interested in doing it, you could try it on retailrng.com. Retailrng.com has a section on how to do this. This seems insane. I think it's pretty cool, but it's a bit tedious, that's for sure. This is by far the silliest way to get a competitive Pokemon, right? Okay. What do you mean, do you have to be active in the chat? Of course not. What? I don't even, like, understand this statement. Oops. I don't think there's any NPCs you could mess with me here anyway. Oh my gosh, why? I'm so shocked she moved. This looks tedious. It is. Oh my gosh. They've just been changing things, and streamers are noticing that lurkers don't count in their view counts. Really? That's crazy. I mean, even if they didn't count, it's not like I care very much. Like, yes, obviously. Also, what's up, Bobby? How you doing? Like, yes, it's sad if my, like, it feels less good if my numbers are lower, for sure. But also, like, part of the reason that I stream is, like, yes, I can get memberships and revenue other ways and stuff like that, but when I'm doing something really tedious like this, and whether it be for a video or for a guide on retailrng.com, it's like I pretty much would rather even stream to a smaller amount of people than I typically would, just to not be alone. If that makes sense, I guess. Love the Sonic Adventure music as I slowly make my way to Registeel. I know. It is slow. And this is like a very short amount of time, too. That's the funny part. For some reason, I feel like I have to go one by one with this guy. But let's see. This will be the definitive test. No, he moved. That's crazy that he moved. No, he can move with 2 steps. So with this NPC, I have to go 1 step. It must be because of the rain. But I don't know. It's not affecting, like, I don't know. Other than when you're using, what's the reason when you open the party every 2 steps? Seems very interesting. So the reason I open the party menu, you can open any menu. You can open the bag menu, you can open the Pokédex. Every time you open the menu, it resets the NPC's timer for their ability to like turn or move randomly. So like I could do a little showcase if you're interested after I calibrate on this Registeel. And we could do a little test with this guy that's coming up as well. So let's see. So I mean, I don't know, we'll see, but basically it prevents NPCs from moving, which causes a huge amount of inconsistency. All right, we were on seed. We weren't even that far off, to be honest. I got a couple of NPCs that moved, so I don't want to... We were probably like 40 milliseconds off or something. We're like 50 frames off. But we had some moving NPCs, so I'm not sure. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to adjust this. So when an NPC moves, if they move randomly, they can cause unwanted RNG advances. So this guy... Oh, wait. Does he just follow me, or is he random? No, this guy's random. Oh, he follows me if I run. He's random otherwise, but he follows me if I run. I don't know if that affects the RNG or not, to be honest with you. Because he is random. If he stands still, he's random, right? But then I run and he's there. Okay, interesting. I don't know how that affects things, to be honest with you. But if you look at this this NPC, she moves randomly, right? So that's why he changes when I run. So running might be safe. Running might actually be safe because it's not a random movement. So that's actually good intel to have, that I can run there. So you see this NPC? She moves randomly, right? If I open up a submenu and I back out, I take 1 step, open it, close it, take 1 step, open it, close it. She will never, ever move. She moved there because I did an unsafe action. But running 2, there you go. So that will cause extra unwanted RNG advances. Are you random? She's the same as the hiker, I think. Okay, so I actually can run as well. Okay, so I don't think she was randomly moving either, by the way. She's random. This is interesting. Okay, so I didn't know about this, to be honest with you. I forgot that there are NPCs that do this. She also does it. So... me taking 2 steps, so if I'm up here, and I take 2 steps, it's fine. Take 2 steps. If I take 2 steps running, she's gonna move down, right? No? Yes. And she will always do that, right? So if I take 2 steps running, she's up here, right? Let's try it again one more time. That's 1 step. Still 1 step. But if I take 1 step down here... Ooh, she didn't. I'm pretty sure she's moving with me. I'm doing... Fudge. No, she goes with the... Okay, so if I don't think this causes random advancements. That was... Okay. That can't be random. That can't be causing RNG advances, right? I don't think that's causing... I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't know for sure that that's not causing any RNG advances. I don't think it is, though. Yes, if you get into a battle, the rate... oh no. Running... Hold on. Running 2 steps is safe. Walking 1 step is safe. The way it is... Oops, I didn't mean to go in the bag or whatever. I'm just gonna reset. See, that was me messing up. Yeah, Wait, I could just save here. Hold on. We're just gonna save really quick. I'm doing a DS. I'm doing this on a real DS. Yeah, it's a real, actual DS. So I'm of the opinion that it's probably safe with those NPCs, but I'm not sure. I technically don't know. That probably messes things up, but that's okay. We're gonna go. I don't think they moved, so... Did he move? No, he didn't. I don't know if he's online. I pinged him earlier today about a different question, about surfing. And he hasn't answered me yet, so... I'm not sure that he's online yet. Based on what I know, it shouldn't be, because when an NPC moves randomly, it's based on, like, a timer, right? They have, like, a little timer in them that is, like, it counts down to check to see if they're supposed to move, right? And when it hits 0, they go, should I move now? And then it consumes an RNG call, and then they just, then if they move or not. Then they either move or they don't, right? But... Ooh, that was bad. The, and that's why opening the map full, like, refreshing the map like this is what fully resets that timer. It resets them, and then being in this start menu pauses their timers, right? So the and YouTube paused my music. So the from what I could gather, the NPCs that take a step like that, when I move, basically, and then they move because I move, that's not their timer going off. That's them having a conditional thing, right? We'll be able to tell, basically, on how consistent that I am, to be honest with you. So we're gonna... This is probably one more calibration Registeel. And then after this Registeel, we'll know how consistent that it is. And how consistent that I was. un. I'm gonna do a step down here. I don't think I need to be honest, at this point yet. I probably did. Genuinely think you're one of the most interesting creators to watch at the moment. This is so freaking cool. Thank you very much. I'm glad some people think that I'm interesting, at least. You like that they sound like biological computers? Humans are biological computers when you... Really, all things biological are a type of computer, right? When you really think about it. So that is a safe... She's allowed to do that. We're gonna currently be on the cope that this is a safe action for her to be taking for me. This is a cope that I have right now that I technically don't know if it's true or not. So we'll see. We need to get this person off screen. So using a repel is generally bad because the reason I'm cutting all the grass dupa is that when you have a repel, the repel does do some extra RNG calls. And the way it works is before generating the entire Pokemon, like species and all, the game generates a Pokemon's level. So it goes, what level is the Pokemon that's about to be spawned right now? And then it checks, hey, is there a repel active right now? And if there is a repel active, it compares the level of the Pokemon that's about to be spawned with the level that is safe for repels. And because it has to randomly generate a Pokemon's level, even though it's not making the entire Pokemon, even though it's not making the entire Pokemon, you do get some extra RNG advances called that would make the RNG manip a little bit inconsistent, because unless you are frame perfect with every single action you're taking, you're going to be stepping in grass in different times, right? You're going to be, yeah, that's fine. He's allowed to do that. Right, he's going to be, you're going to be stepping in grass in different times. You're going to be entering buildings in different times, right? So that's why all this stuff is like that, if that makes sense. He's allowed to do that. All right, I think I've got the route down pretty well. I think, as far as I could tell, no NPCs randomly moved. What do you think, chat? Did any NPCs randomly move? Let me know if the music is too loud or my voice is too quiet. What do you guys all think? How's the volume on everything? The music seems loud to me. I missed the button. I'm so sad. I literally just didn't hit the button. I went to the right of my DS. It's so high pressure. I don't think any NPCs moved that weren't supposed to. Here we go. Here we go. And I'm getting better at talking while doing this. This is a hard thing to do. Yeah, I'm playing Ruby. So the cool thing about Ruby version, right? And it's like, you might be wondering, Blisy, why the heck would you ever do this nonsense? You could just do Emerald, right? And the reason... Oops. The reason that we're not doing Emerald is because Emerald, the trainer ID manip in Emerald is not like super real. People have done it before. I don't know how many people have done TID plus SID. The number's low. It might just be cow. And so you can't control what your shiny targets are. And a lot of people circumvent that by doing arbitrary code execution, which I support. I do it all the time. But Ruby and Sapphire are cool because you can get all of the Hoenn legends without doing any arbitrary code execution and get them shiny. You could get any target you want shiny without any arbitrary code execution, right? And so that's one of the reasons Ruby and Sapphire are considered very cool for this type of manip. Because it's very, very easy to RNG your trainer ID and your secret ID in this game. What type of torture is this? It's not torture, this is fun. This is called movement tech, right? How many JRPGs do you have to concern yourself with movement tech? I think that's pretty cool, no? It feels like I'm like grinding out to learn like a combo in Melee, or like a sequence in Melee or an FGC game, right? Like it feels like I'm in training mode, practicing my my combos and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? This is the type of tech that this is the type of tech that Pokemon doesn't have that I love. And it's like, yes, it's a little vanilla in terms of movement tech, right? It's not the most interesting movement tech. The precision is kind of low, but I like it. It's cool, but too hardcore for you. It's valid. Right? And I think I'm gonna majority... Like, I don't see myself, switching to this as my primary way to get Hoenn Legends instead of Ace. Because the thing is, Ace is so convenient. Ace lets you respawn things. Yes, it's cool to not have to use Ace to change your secret ID. But also at the same time, like, do you know what's cool? Not having to replay the game every time I want a different, Pokemon shiny, right? I hope you guys are enjoying it. It's a little bit different than my normal type of manips, where I get like a trillion attempts all at once. But I hope you're all enjoying it. If you are enjoying it, remember, hit the like button. It's a free way to help out the stream, free way to help out me. And if you want to help out more, you could consider becoming a channel member. Just last week, I did a members-only stream. And I have plenty of members-only content planned. Opening the menu every 2 steps refreshes the NPC's random movement timer. So the NPCs can never randomly move while I do this. And that's why I have to take 2 steps as well. Alfred, welcome to Happy Knee. And that's 1 new member. If I get 5 new members, I will gift 5 members to chat as well. Oh my gosh. This is tech that speedrunners discovered, but I learned it from DDEEFFGG in my Discord. I believe DD is also like from the Ribbon Cord. I don't know where else they hang out. But I know them from my Discord and the Ribbon Cord. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that. That's my own fault. Thank you, Verthi, I appreciate you. I just fucked up so bad. I need the good luck to pay attention. Berry patch does not affect your RNG at all. Well, I guess it kind of does, in the sense that if you have a live battery, then you can't really... Well, if you have a live battery, you can either do live battery RNG, which is kind of annoying. See, I messed up my thing and he took a step there. You could do live battery RNG, and live battery RNG is not like the easy... It's not like... Live battery RNG isn't really hard, it's just like stupid. I don't know. I'm stinky on it right now, maybe I'll give it a shot another day. But the thing is, if you're gonna do painting RNG like this, then live battery RNG doesn't matter. That's the thing, right? Live battery RNG is completely like if the battery is live, you could still do painting RNG. Because painting is unaffected by it. I personally wouldn't start with Colosseum. However, I know many people who have had effective starts to their RNG manipping journey in Colosseum. What I will say is that Colosseum is nothing like the main series Gen 3 games in terms of manips, so the knowledge isn't really going to transfer over. Personally, I find Colosseum RNG a bit more frustrating if you're going for more than just shinies. If you're going for just shinies, it's not a bad place to start, to be honest with you. But you'll have to learn some pretty weird stuff, right? Blink manips, I don't consider like super intuitive. Not for any, you know, lack of the devs doing like good work or whatever, right? Like, I've had this conversation with a couple of Colo people before, and maybe other Colo enjoyers in here can agree or disagree with me. But one of the things I like the least about Colosseum is that you cannot just rip attempts a trillion times for something like Blink, right? You're doing Blink RNG, you have to reset the seed until a seed where a Pokemon you want is close. And then after you reset the seed a million times, you have to watch the Pokemon blink. Like, very few Pokemon in Colosseum are quick, where you can get the seed, go get the Pokemon, very little work, you can soft reset very quickly when you fail. Very, very few manips in Colosseum are like that, in my opinion. And so, because of that, I find that it could lead to, like, frustration, or it's just like, I don't know. That's part of the reason that I don't stream it as much, among other things. Oops. I've considered streaming with like a hack on Colo, like making a cheat code that just sets the initial seed to what I want it to be. And so I can just do an attempt like 6 trillion times. But the reason I never ended up doing it, because I have the capacity to just write that, right? That would not be a hard cheat code for me to write. Oops. The reason I ended up not doing it is because I thought that it would be too easily able to be misrepresented as either legitimate, because it would just, if I did that, it would just be for, like, the purpose would be for content purposes, right? I don't even know that I would consider bragging about it, like in a brag, even in my own Discord brag channel. It would just be like content purposes or something like that. And so, yeah, I ended up not doing it because I just thought it would be too easy to be like misconstrued or misused or whatever. Remember, she didn't move. Gaslight yourself into believing she didn't move. The timing window you have, by the way, is about 31 frames, I think DD told me. What's up, Jerbsky? How you doing? So it's actually pretty lenient for how long you have. lot of people think Gen 4 is the best one to start with. Oops. What class you're taking, if you don't mind talking about it. I've been thinking about going to school again. I feel like I know you from somewhere else, Sir Lowry, other than this community, but I don't know why. Hey, what's up, Chris? How you enjoying your vacation? Oh, you're back in New York? Dubbins. I'm hoping to see you all in November. Amanda and I are going to be in South Jersey for a wedding, so I'm hoping to make it up and hang with all y'all for a day at least. Ooh, he might have moved. That might have been a real move. Actually, I don't think it was. You're going to Comic-Con and PAX Unplugged too? I don't like New York Comic-Con, but that's just because I'm bitter. Where it deleted New York Anime Festival. And then they had to make a new New York Anime Festival. Because New York Comic-Con was the New York Anime Festival. Comic-Con, I don't know if they bought the New York Anime Festival or what, but they combined with it. And it was the New York Anime Festival plus Comic-Con. But the Anime Festival got deleted, and then they started having a new thing called New York. It's Anime NYC, and Anime NYC was pretty good. I went there twice with Amanda, I think. All right. Whew. An actual real attempt after 2 failures. And I was still unsure of the calibration, by the way, so. I want to try and go to, like, some of the Michigan stuff. Thank you for the 6 months, Pretend Passing. I appreciate you. Everybody show Pretend Passing some Blissy love. I also did get 1 new member today, so I gotta update that. Like I said, if we have 5 members, then I will drop I will drop 5 gifted. Alright. Let's see where we landed so we can get a good calibration going. Even if the seed's wrong, we should be able to calibrate okay. I was 4 seeds late. But it looks like... Yeah, no. This is a correct calibration. This is correct calibration, so... We'll do that update. Alright, here we go. Actually, you know what? I'll be right back really quick. I want to double check where my cat is. Semolina! Look how big she is. It's Bem Bem. I just hadn't seen her all day, and I was like, where the heck is she? She was under the bed, I think. All right. Good morning, Colbo. How are y'all today? All right, sorry, I'm back. Thank you for the 19 months, Flash. If I didn't say that before I got up, I don't remember. In Emerald, the Suicune event is not a difficult manip at all. If you're doing it in Ruby and Sapphire, the Suicune event is probably a huge pain in the ass. Hi, Bem. What are you doing? She wants attention. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that. How's Silksong going? It's good. I haven't played in a couple of days. Because of some... Well, I guess I could tell the story now that I'm... So, Amanda and I got some new kitten fosters, which you guys would be seeing if it wasn't for a certain fact. So we got the kitten fosters on Friday... No, on Saturday. On Saturday evening, Amanda brings home 2 new kitten fosters. Now, whenever we get a new foster from the Humane Society that we work with, they, like, the way it works is an email goes out saying, attention, all foster, like, if you're on the foster mailing list, they will send you information about a kittens, including any medical problems this kittens might have. So, they say that there's 2 kittens with, like, some, like, leaky eyes, and that's all that's wrong. And then, like, one of them is, like, kind of having trouble eating, but not because she's sick, because she, not because she's sick, but because she, is, like, when they're really, really young, and they're trying to eat wet food, they end up, like, suckling, like, they're trying to drink milk rather than chewing, so they just don't know how to eat yet. And so, we get those kittens, and, like, kittens are a big ordeal, so I'm not playing games as much. Every night at 7 or whatever, I'm taking care of the kittens. The first night, we let Semolina play with them. The office door has, like, a crack on... Not a crack. Crack's not the right... Like, there's, like, a space under the door in the office that... Semolina is messing with me right now. So there's, like, a... You know, a space under the door, and Semolina could reach her paws through and play with them. They're really, really tiny. And so, we have these kittens for a day, and then, you know, they seem good, there's no problems. So we then, the next day, introduce Semolina to them, so that she could play with them and groom them and be an adult cat. She's not an adult, she's like 6 months old, but be a cat sibling to them, right? The next morning, it was Sunday morning now, we had noticed that one of the kittens was scratching her chin a lot, and I was like, well, that stinks, this poor baby. And she was scratching her, like, ear a lot, and we thought that there was maybe something wrong with her ear. And so I cleaned out her ears with a Q-tip really good, and she was still scratching. The next morning, she was still scratching, and we had emailed that previous night. We had said, we're concerned with this kitten scratching. We think there's something, like, in her ear, or maybe she has an ear infection or something. So you know, we emailed the foster, then went to bed. The next morning, I'm farting around with the kittens, and then I notice it. There's fleas on them. Both kittens have fleas. I saw a live flea, at least one live flea on each of them. That is not in the medical record that we had, right? So, a big problem, because I don't want my cats to get flea. Like, yes, Semolina's on flea and tick preventative because we take her outside. But, like, so we're like, oh my god. So kittens immediately get quarantined. They don't need a special shampoo. The flea shampoo is a scam, from what I understand. You could just use Dawn dish soap. But Semolina literally played with them. So we immediately quarantined the two kittens. They have their own playpen in the office that we stuck them in. We then have to give Semolina a bath in the bathtub. She did super great, and she still smells like dish soap. She still smells like dish soap. So then we take Semolina to the, what is she doing? Not Semolina. We take the two kittens to back to the foster clinic, and they're like, we see the fleas, here, and then they give us medicine for Saffron to put flea and tick preventative on her, and then they give a medicine called Capstar to the kittens. They say that will kill all of the adult fleas on them within an hour. So we take the kittens back, we leave them in their carrier for an hour in the bathroom, in the bathtub, while we went and got a rug doctor, and we took all the furniture out of the office, which is why like 2 nights ago the Discord bot went down for a day. We carpet cleaned the office, we carpet cleaned the living room, and we carpet cleaned the hallway between the office and the living room. There's like, it's like my living room, kitchen. So my living room has carpet, then there's kitchen, which is tile, then there's a hallway that has carpet that goes into the office that's also carpet, and then there's a tile floor where we can do our laundry, like where the washing machine and stuff is. And so we carpet cleanered that whole area with the rug doctor, and we scrub everything that the kittens touched, and everything like that. And it was like 4 hours later, we're feeding the kittens dinner, and they still had fucking fleas. So we ended up having to give the kittens back, because we felt like it wasn't safe for our adult cats, you know? We just didn't feel like it was safe. Like, we didn't want to risk either of them we didn't want to risk the fleas, like, living on our carpets for a week or two. We didn't want to risk our cats getting bit with them. Like, even though, you know, they're on preventative, like, we were not comfortable having that, in the house. Right? So, we're just not comfortable with it. So we had to unfortunately return them. Hopefully we can get a different set of kittens soon that definitely don't have fleas. And they were the worst part is they were such little sweethearts. Like, if the foster had said, like, you know, we'll take them back for, like, or not the foster, if the Humane Society was like, if the Humane Society was like, listen, we will take the kittens back for like 2 days and quarantine them. We'll take the kittens back for 2 days and quarantine them, and then you guys can take them back and foster them till they're of age. We would have been happy to do that. That's true. That's a truthful statement, right? We fostered, 5 times with this Humane Society now, and I think we've always done a good job. So it's not even just about like preventing it from our cats. It's like fleas are one of those bugs. Like, yes, do they need an animal host to live like a cat? Of course, yes. But like fleas can live like to 2 months or something without any animal host. So like, I don't want my fucking rugs to have fleas all over it. You know what I mean? Like, I just am wholly uninterested in having a big infestation. Maybe we overreacted. I feel like we didn't. I feel like we did the responsible thing. But, to me, it's better safe than sorry with the health of my own cats and the safety of the location that I live in, right? If we had no cats, at all, we could have just kept those kittens in the bathroom, where there's no carpets and nowhere for the fleas to, like, stay, right? So that would have been fine, but and Semolina's already been sick once. That's part of the thing, right? Semolina was, already racked up like, I don't know, like $1,200 of emergency vet bills. Because she got sick. We're not even sure what it was. The current theory is that it was too many vaccines at once. Or she did just really actually get some kind of upper respiratory infection or something. Watching an off... What exactly am I trying to manip? I'm trying to manip Gaming with Twan. A Registeel. And so the only way to manip, like, not the only way, but the main way to manip 5 IV perfect shiny Pokemon in Ruby and Sapphire is to use a contest painting, right? When you talk to a contest painting, the game reseeds the current, it reseeds the game using a new initial seed based on how many V-blank what the current value of the V-blank counter is, and the V-blank counter is just what is, like how many times the screen has been drawn, aka how many frames have passed, since the game was launched, right? But the paintings only exist. Semolina's messing with my camera. What are you doing? Hold on. The paintings only exist in the contest halls, right? So I can't look at a contest painting and then talk to a Pokemon immediately. So I have to look at a contest painting, and then I have to go from one place to another. And unfortunately, when you travel from one place to another in-game, there's a lot of stuff. There's all this grass here that every time I step in the grass, there could be a wild encounter. What do? I cut down the grass. Every time an NPC randomly decides to turn left or right, if those NPCs do those things, that also can cause an RNG advancement. So what I'm doing is I'm opening a sub-menu, like the party menu, the bag menu, or the Pokedex menu, that refreshes all of the NPCs do I randomly turn timers. And by doing that, I can take certain actions before their timers finish counting down, because their timers are fully reset. Semolina is moving my camera, by the way. Semolina, stop moving my camera. Yo, brat. So, the main action that I can do after I bring up one of the submenus, the main action that I'm capable of doing is running 2 steps, but there's a couple of other ones. If you are so interested, I just wrote a guide on this on retailrng.com. You can go to retailrng.com. You can also go to it's Pokemon-rng.com, or it's PokemonRNG.net. All 3 of those domains will take you to the same website, retailrng.com. You go to Ruby Sapphire, you go to Safari Zone map refreshing, and in here, I explain how all of this works in the map refreshing section. So let's click this. I can link that in chat. The guy in front of the tomb did not turn, and I can explain briefly why that is. But you can look here. This explains how to, like, you know, all of this, how all of this works, and where to practice it. So you can go to retailrng.com and read that. I also posted an advanced Emerald guide where you can get a perfect 5IV Pokemon, but it doesn't cover shinies. It's going well. New Elec, how are you? All right, let's see what we got here. This is a quiet Registeel. It's the highest HP I've seen so far. All right, we were on seed. This was pretty close to the last one that I got. This is like 1 frame late or something like that. No, sorry. This is like, I was like 12 advances late. We're getting close. We're getting closer each time. So what I mean by is, it looks like that guy on the outside moved. He didn't move, and I can show you what I mean by that. So this guy has 2 things. He moves randomly. You can watch him. He can turn randomly. Right? This is him randomly moving. He also follows me if I run. So if I'm running at this point, he turns. It's not random. So I'm currently of the opinion that it's probably safe, but I technically don't know. No, only random movements count. If the NPC always moves in a set pattern, for example, if it's one of those NPCs that always looks up, left, right, down, and then up, then that NPC wouldn't affect it either, because he's allowed to move. He doesn't have a random timer, right? It's only the ones that move randomly that are a problem. By the way, gamers, we have about 110 of you in here, but only 55 likes. If y'all are having a good time, you're enjoying the stream, please hit the like button. It's a free way to help me out. It's a free way to tell YouTube, hey, this is a pretty cool stream. This person's doing pretty interesting things. And if you want to help out not for free, consider becoming a channel member. It's only $1.99 a month. And you get access to behind-the-scenes content, a special members-only chat, a bunch of fun emoji, and you also get access to sometimes I do members only streams. And if we get 5 new members today, I will drop, actually, I think I might have up to, I'll have to check. Let me see. If I get 10 members, or I will gift 10 members to chat. So every 5, I will gift 5 up to 10, if that makes sense. So right now we have 1 new member. If we get 5 new members, I will gift 10 members to chat, or 5 members to chat, excuse me. And then if we get another 5, I'll gift 5 more. So yeah, the actions that I can take that are safe are... the actions I can take that are safe are... 1 step, 1 turn, 2 running steps, a turn and a 1 run, like this. Ooh, whoops, why'd I do that? Well, luckily that wasn't a big deal. And that's about it. There's some other actions that you can take that are a little less safe, but I feel no need to. I also think the acro bike is about the same as walking, but I feel like there's no reason to use the acro bike. You can also do cut plus 1 step, and cut plus 1 step also seems to be totally safe. You could probably use hyper cutter and then do cut plus like a running thing, but I don't know. I feel no need. So like this old man can turn randomly, and he hasn't done it yet. And so that's one of the ways I know I'm doing everything correct, is that he's not turning. These guys can't move. The old man probably can't move right now either. But the reason I'm still doing it is because this cut tree counts as an NPC that can turn randomly. Yeah, this cut tree counts as an NPC that can randomly turn, believe it or not. So I want to make sure that that tree cannot randomly turn. Oops. Yeah, it's not just trees. It's a lot of different things. Pokeballs that are randomly on the ground, they can do it. Invisible Kecleon. Actually, I don't know if Invisible Kecleons do it. I think they can. I can't remember if they're look around or if they're their own movement type called Kecleon. Rock Smash Rocks, Strength Boulders, all of those are randomly turning NPCs. Signs are not randomly turning NPCs. She is not randomly turning. She is randomly turning, but she didn't randomly turn there. She's one of the ones that she tracks my movement as well as doing random stuff. So yeah, I hope you're finding this informative and interesting and stuff like that. No, Tropius is just a Pokemon that I have. None of the Pokemon in my party mean anything in terms of what they're useful for the manip. Tropius is just, I find it a really good utility mon. It can learn Fly, Cut, and Sweet Scent, which are all pretty useful for various RNG manips. So that's why I like Tropius. Yeah, Tropius is my main Sweet Center at the moment. I think it's one of the best like utility mods you can take. I have a similar feeling about Volcarona. What is it? It's Swanna in Black and White. Swanna in Black and White 1 is like just the best utility Pokemon. It learns Surf. It learns Surf. It learns Dive. It learns Fly. It's such a great Pokemon. I would call it like a roll compression Pokemon, if that makes sense. But for like in-game utility. You know what, I'm wondering now, if I'm always running when I get to that guy's spot, do I even have to pause? What's up, Omega Soul? How you doing? Hey, there's one! Bobby, there's one. It's important. Let's see what we got. I feel like I'm doing pretty good in terms of my accuracy, but I don't know. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. I actually really liked that dive area in Unova, and it's a good way to make a buttload of money in that game, right? We have Docile. Uh, 119. 75, 137, 67, 127, 37. On seed, 10 advances late. I wonder why I'm still so late. I wonder if I can just move here without any issues. Like, she can move randomly, obviously, but what about, like, these women? Like, if I stop here, right? Let's say, like, I do the cut here. But the NPC should be doing the same thing every time, right? And I do this. Like, can she ever move if I'm up here? Right, she's not... But maybe their timer still ticks down. Right, she's never moving, but then if I stay here, she'll probably move randomly. Oh no, do you not move randomly at all? No, she does. We're gonna try it once like this, where I'm running at a specific level, so they never move. Is there like an NPC up here that I'm missing? I don't think so. Alright, we're gonna try it. Check out Semolina. What are you doing behind my monitor? Alright, let's see. My chat monitor is the other monitor, to be honest. Alright. Back to the movements. See, these NPCs also move randomly. So, like, these are, like, I think this is a great example to show, like, how powerful this technique is, because neither of these two people move once. You know what I could also do is I could watch Dee Dee's path. Oh, I fucked up, I think. I don't think she moved, so we might be okay. I could watch Dee Dee's path for Shuppet. To see what he did. Okay, I messed up. So let's I'm gonna look at Dee Dee's path for Shuppet. Like Mount Pyre. He does this. He does all this. I know about all this part. When does he stop doing the pauses? He does the same as me. He does the exact same as me. I don't know, none of this matters. Okay, yeah, I don't know. So my route is correct. As far as going west until Mount Pyre goes. Pretty much once you get to the sign, you can... pretty much once you get to the sign... Oops. That doesn't really matter, but... Like, there's a bunch of, like, minute specifics that I don't think matter, but... Like, I don't think when he determines to turn... You know, when he goes down here or left here or whatever, like, I don't think that any of that matters. Like, that's just path preference, right? Like, whatever route he ended up making. So I don't think that affects, like, why I was, like, 14 late or whatever. Oops. It could be, I'm wondering if it's... I gotta bring up the pause button in Registeel's chamber? I don't think Registeel is, No, I think I looked this up. Registeel is look down, isn't it? I looked this up in advanced map before. Registeel is not a randomly moving NPC, so I should be safe. I guess I could just bring up the pause menu in that room anyway. Step. What trees? What do you mean the base tree? Oh, like secret bases? I don't think they can. There's like different types of things. Like what is considered signs are not but even if they could rotate, the movements that I'm doing are non, like they prevent NPCs from moving, so it doesn't even matter really, right? That's a pretty big time save. Fudge. Oh my gosh, I messed up twice, I think. That's crazy. Do I have a favorite weapon from Ratchet & Clank? It's usually some version of like the Doom Blades, or like, I really like the Doom Blades, like the blades that like spiral around and like bounce off of everything and ricochet 6 trillion times. It's only in one game, I think, but it's called the Scorpion Flail. I think it's only in Ratchet Deadlocked. I really like it. I'll bring up that pause menu. What's up, Xbel? How are you today? After this attempt, I'm gonna need a glass of water. I've been yapping and it has dried my throat out a smidge. Yo! Xenobime, thank you for the 5 gifted. What the heck? Everybody show some Blissy love to Xenobime. I owe 5 gifted from that. So we're also going to do 5 gifted right now. From me, Blissy. So we're at 6 members. If we hit 10, I will gift 5 more. Let's check what we got here. Mild. I'm on seed. I was mad early this time. 25739. I'm gonna trust that. Shame Blissy's gift subs didn't gift themselves. Like, gift me my own sub? What do you mean? Alright. I should have gotten water, and I forgot to. I'm still experiencing some inconsistency, but I don't know where it's coming from. Oops. I can't believe I did that. That was my bad. LRXC. It happened to LRXC. LRXC gifted a sub and it went to himself. Which is really funny because on YouTube you cannot pick who gets the gift subs. What game am I playing? Pokemon Ruby. What's up, Riley? How you doing? Glad to see you at a live. At a never-before-seen live. For you, specifically. Come on, gang, let's manip these RNGs. I'm trying. I had a really funny, interaction with a person commenting, trying to explain to me that manipulation is not allowed because the connotation of the word manipulate is to like deceive, like to like trick or to like do it like change something maliciously. And I was like, I'm like, it's just a word. Like, the word that was picked is not like perfectly descriptive. And like, also there are words like manipulate doesn't necessarily have to have a negative connotation. I swear Emerald's better than Ruby and Sapphire. Most people like Emerald more. Yes, I'm going for a shiny that has 5 perfect IVs. Is what I'm doing. So it's going to be shiny and perfectly competitive. RNG influencing. Someone unironically suggested to me that I need to change the name to RNG sniping. Am I using an emulator? No, I'm playing on a real DS. He said, because I made the video or whatever, and he was like, you people need to learn a thing or two about marketing. People hear manipulation and they're gonna think it's cheating because the word manipulation is in the rules where it says illegal manipulation. You should change it to RNG sniping because you are sniping the frame that appears when you press A at the correct time. And I was just like, listen, like, I agree with you that RNG manipulation, it's currently not ideal in terms of VGC legality because the word illegally manipulated Pokemon in the rule, if you're a headline reader, and you don't read the text of the rule, it looks bad on a surface level for me specifically. But like the phrase they were trying to say, RNG sniping, where you snipe the frame, is like not descriptive enough. It's not accurately descriptive to what is going on in other games, right? And that's actually why, because it used to be called RNG abuse, right? Yeah, it only refers to genned Pokemon, Maniac. So the people see the name of the technique that I'm doing called RNG manipulation. And then they look at the rule that says illegally manipulated, and they don't read any further past it. And they go, these two things are the same thing. So yeah, the problem is that manipulating the RNG, changing the RNG, abusing the RNG, sniping the RNG, it works different in like every game, right? I would say Gen 1's RNG is nothing like Gen 3's. Gen 3's RNG is really, I mean, you know, algorithm-wise, it's the same algorithm, but functionality-wise, it doesn't function anything like Gen 4. Gen 4 and Gen 5, on the, like, in terms of the actions that you're doing, even though the behind-the-scenes stuff isn't the same, advancing the RNG with Chadots, it is a similar thing. Gen 6 is, like, also really nothing like, it is like Gen 3 vaguely, like, Gen 7 kind of like Gen 3. Gen 8 is its own unique, all the Gen 8 games, Legends Arceus, BDSP, and Sword and Shield all do RNG differently within one gen. So it's like, I don't know. Yeah, if you're curious about RNG manipulation, you could go to my playlists, my YouTube playlist to learn about it more. Or you could also go to retailrng.com, which teaches you how to do RNG manipulation on your like personal, actual, real hardware copy of Ruby and Sapphire. Like again, I'm playing this on a real DS. This is my actual DS. You go to retailrng.com. We have a bunch of you know, tutorials designed for beginners, and we finally started adding some more advanced guides. Like if you want to get a shiny starter in Ruby Sapphire, here's how you get a shiny starter. This guide literally just walks you through step by step how to get a guaranteed shiny starter in Ruby and Sapphire. As you can see by the caption, shiny boy. FireRed and LeafGreen and Emerald also have these, and we also recently added advanced guides for how to use battle records. And you know, when I get this Registeel, that's what will be the advanced guide for painting and map refreshing in Ruby and Sapphire. I have to get the target first, though. You're too autistic to learn this. I am extremely autistic. I am autistic, to be clear. Just so you understand. I don't think I'm doing this if I don't have ADHD or autism, to be fair. Can you do manips in Gen 8? Yes. BDSP, Sword and Shield, and Legends Arceus all have manips to some extent. Damn. I've been using retail RNG for a few weeks. It's been awesome. It's not nearly as bad as RNG you think. I agree. And we've worked really hard on retailrng.com to really teach beginners. If you want a guide, if you want to learn how to do this stuff from scratch, that's really what retail RNG is focused on. Hello, my favorite cheater. What's up, Adrichu? I'm your favorite cheater? That's high honors. High praise coming from you. Alright, let's see how far off we were. We were close. We were 2 seeds early, like 3 advances early. No, this is like 5 or 6 advances early. And this is 2 seeds early, like 5 advances early. So we're close. We were really close. I think running past them is the tech. Watching your FireRed starter 100 times, and I believe I'm not getting any more progress. Try going to retailrng.com, using the website, and reading that. It might be easier. Different people Different people learn different ways. I don't know. If it's a shiny hunter, I feel like it's hard to convince shiny hunters to give RNG manipulation a try. Because it's so different than what they want. But if the person is a method hunter, I think that they're probably more open to trying an RNG manip. Because I don't know, it's like basically a type of method hunt that's like, I don't know. To me, RNG manipulation is not like dissimilar to it's really not that dissimilar to like a Poke Radar, where it's like a thing that you have to pay attention and stuff like that. I've spoken to Adef a few times. Adef asked me for something, asked me for like help with the Spinda video or something. His videos are pretty cool. And he's a really nice person. Or I don't know him that well, but the interaction I had with him, he was very, very nice. So I mean, and I don't watch too many Pokemon YouTube videos, to be honest. So it's like high for me. I don't know if it's high praise, but like, I don't know. I don't want to like I feel like saying like high praise is like egotistical, but like what I'm trying to say is like I don't watch a ton of Pokemon YouTubers. Like my favorite Pokemon YouTuber is probably Absolblog's Pokemon. Couldn't recommend his videos enough. I like all the ADF videos I've watched. I like Tamahiro a lot. Obviously. The reason I'm pausing in front of the twins is because of the cut tree. The cut tree spins randomly. It's counted as a moving NPC that moves randomly. So I'm doing that. That's the reason I'm doing it, believe it or not. Yep, it is insanely weird, Quiz Artist. Oh yeah, Midge, I had to do that manip as well. Or it's not a manip, excuse me. The Ursaluna cutscene grind. Been there, done that, won't do it again. I spent a lot of time watching your tutorials about RNG in the past. So cool that you have written guides for it. Yeah, it's something I've been I wanted to do for a really long time. And I tried to do it before, like, community-sourced version of it, of written guides with, on blisy.net, my old website. But I think the retailrng.com, like, desyncing it from me personally, and then crowdfunding the guides, or not crowd, like using Ko-fi to get revenue from the guides is A, motivator, and B, it lets me put money back in the community, right? Like, the people who aren't me or Hefe who've written guides, we pay them for it. So I think that's like, I don't know. You know what I mean? So, like, I think it's giving me 2x motivation where it's an actual revenue source, and then also we're able to pay other people and pay people who've done work for the community, which I think is a cool thing to do, right? He moved randomly. This is a slightly messed up attempt, so even if I'm on seed, I'm not going to calibrate off of it, because I got one random movement at least. I think the grass cutting tech is super cool, to be honest. I don't know about y'all. Is it a little boring? Is it boring to watch compared to like a normal RNG manip? I have no idea. I thought it'd be interesting because I'm doing stuff, but also I can admit that it makes it more difficult for me to talk, for sure, right? Listen. You don't have to want to do something to enjoy. You don't want to have to do something to enjoy watching people do it, right? You know what I'm saying? I like watching speedrunners. I'm so uninterested in doing a speedrun. I would do speedrun. I would do like a speedrun for like content. Like if Pulse had a video or idea or something where he wanted to work with me, like I would do that. But otherwise, like I'm not interested yet. He just tuned in. Sorry, my question is stupid. Why do you do all the running and pausing? So, I want a Registeel with really good IVs. And the dead battery seed of Ruby and Sapphire is 5A0, which does not have any good Registeel nearby at all. Any good IV spreads at all really nearby, to be honest with you. And so talking to the contest painting changes the RNG. Changes the RNG to be closer to what I need it to be. We were 2 seeds early again. Do I do RNG coaching? I've been struggling with Fire and LeafGreen. I don't, but my Discord has tons of people offering... my Discord has tons of people who, including myself, who will offer free help. You could just chat in there. You could also go to retailrng.com to read about, like, to read the text of the guides, which might be easier than, like, pausing a video. And it's even more insane than running and pausing to Registeel, because if you look at what I'm doing, the party setup that I have, my Tropius is poisoned. And so I take one step and my Tropius faints. The reason I'm whiting out is because that building that I'm in with the painting has an NPC in it, and I don't want the NPC to load, and I don't want to have to walk past them to then fly to Lily Cove. So I set it up to where I white out and end up in Lily Cove. I set it up to where I white out and end up in Lily Cove, so I don't have to ever deal with a single moving NPC, or a randomly moving NPC, I should specify, right? Yeah, I got my poison from a Torkoal, Reggie. I had a Torkoal use Smog in the Fiery Path. Soft resetting is a chaotic / simple form of RNG manipulation. It's true, Rex. But like the difference in RNG manipulation versus like a shiny hunter or whatever is like a multifold, right? For a couple of different reasons, and like not in a bad way, by the way. I think most people understand that I'm not stinking on shiny hunters or whatever. But what I mean, RNG manipulation is more versatile than shiny hunting. And what do I mean by that? I mean literally, it is not, RNG manipulation is not only for shinies, right? Shiny hunting, the goal of shiny hunting is to get shinies, which is fine, and you can use RNG manipulation to do that, but that's actually never that's not the reason I got into RNG manipulation, and it's still the thing that I do less, right? As in, I don't, use RNG manipulation to get shinies as much as I use it to get competitive, like, Pokemon. That's the thing that I like doing, and that's one of the things that makes RNG manipulation a little more interesting, is because usually getting like a 5 IV or a 6 IV Pokemon is more challenging, requires a little bit more skill, like requires more setup, etc., right? I don't mean that in like a negative way, like compared to doing a basic RNG manip for wild is what I'm trying to say. Then the other thing about RNG manipulation is that, yes, it is effectively, it is a weird type of method hunt when you think about it, right? It's like, you know, similar vibe to PokeRadar, like I said earlier, where, you know, PokeRadar is a little bit of chance, yes, but it is actually more like an expression of your skill. How good are you at chaining compared to how lucky you are, right? It is more of an expression of skill than it is an expression of luck. And RNG manipulation is exclusively an expression of, not exclusive, there are RNG manips that have luck, right? But it is mostly an expression of skill. But a lot of shiny hunters, especially full odds shiny hunters, what they are interested in, it's funny, and you know, they like the surprise factor, if that makes sense. Right? I don't even know that it's like maybe they do care about full odds because they say they care about full odds. But like I feel like it's more like they value that they're not getting them instantly, right? Like, and they value that it is something that can happen. Like I've heard it described by, and you know, I'm sure a full odds hunter would fucking better describe this than me. Someone who's, I don't know if I've ever done it. But like I've heard it described that they like that the shiny can show up like at any point in time, if that makes sense. Like there is no, like it could show up on the first encounter, it could show up on the 5 trillionth encounter based on your luck, right? So that is a very different thing from RNG manipulation. Holy moly. I am like, Whew. Alright, let me read some of the... Well, I only have 5 seconds. Oh, come on. I've been having a massive skill issue in FireRed LeafGreen recently. I haven't been able to consistent with a seed to save my life. It can be tough. And some of the seeds are more difficult to hit than others, but you can't know unless you look at the spreadsheet. Not that you need the spreadsheet anymore, but still, yeah. FireRed LeafGreen can be tough. There's a reason people... There's a reason I like it so much, doing the manips in that game, is because it's tough. Hello? Oh, 2 options? Oh, there's no way it's this one. I was 2 seeds late. I was 2 seeds late, 2 advances late. So I'm very close. I don't want to adjust this. I've had it for so long. I'm going to say that I was 1 late. We'll do a teensy-tiny adjustment. No, Ashen, you don't gotta do that no more. The ace is so easy in FireRed LeafGreen now. Papa Hefe's newest videos do a great job of showcasing how easy it is to set up ace in these games. It's so easy, Ashen. FireRed LeafGreen ace is like the easiest ace to access in a Gen 3 game at this point, in my opinion. It is significantly less time consuming than Emerald. And I don't even think Emerald is not even hard to do. I would say Emerald is not hard to do. It's just, there's like a lot of shit that you need to set up, right? Like, you need to get the guy. You need to EV train the guy. You need to trade the in-game thing. Blah, blah, blah. Stink Lord Stink. Like, FireRed LeafGreen, none of that. I am not randomly opening my bag or my Pokemon, for the record. Basically, I do not want these NPCs, both this woman and this old man, can randomly turn. They could turn in a random direction, and that would unnecessarily advance the RNG in a manner that is also inconsistent, where it's not going to be the same every single time. The way this works is that they have a little timer internal to them, where when they are loaded on into the game, their timer starts counting down, and when their timer finishes counting down, they go, okay, it's time to see if I should turn or not. And then if they're supposed to turn, they turn. That consumes RNG. So by opening the bag, or the Pokemon menu, or the Pokedex, it actually resets their timers because the whole overworld gets deleted, basically. So it gets reloaded. And when you close the start menu, you can take certain actions before their timer runs out. So in the overworld, I can do a turn in 1 step running, or I could do 2 steps running, which is my main form of movement, before they have time to turn. So this is a turn in 1 step running, right? I'm doing this. Turn in 1 step running. There's gonna be 2 steps. Here, I'm gonna do 1 step. And then here, I'm gonna do a turn in 1 step running. Here I'm going to do one step. And then here I'm going to do that. There we go. The reason that I'm not saving in front of Registeel is because Ruby and Sapphire's initial seed is 5A0 when you have a dead battery. 5A0 has some good spreads on it, but really nothing more than 3 or 4 perfect IVs. Which, quite frankly, aren't good enough for what I want. So by saving in front of a painting and speaking to a painting at a specific time, the initial seed effectively gets changed to something else. But the consequence of that is that I then have to move from one area to another. And because I'm moving from one area to another, it's not easy. Why not save in front of Reggie's? Because we are connoisseurs of art. True. There is no trick room in Gen 3. Oh my gosh. I almost messed. I probably did mess that up. I don't know if it did. The NPC, those those 2 women NPCs, and also this hiker NPC that you're about to see up near the Regirock tomb, they can move randomly, but they are the type of NPC that also tracks your movement. And so they only track your movement while you are running. So if I'm running, she will never move randomly. And so she just moved to follow me, but that wasn't a random movement. You'll see this guy up here when I get to him. He's going to turn to face me. When I turn left here, he's going to face down. And then when I run left of him, he's going to face left of me. And then when I run above him, he's going to face up. There you go. He doesn't face down, my bad. But he faces left, up, and right. Off to work. Good luck, Blisy. Well, thank you, D-Dawes. Appreciate you. Good luck. Thank you, thank you. Why not use Repel instead of a lawnmower? Every time you step in a grass tile, the game checks to see, hey, is there going to be a wild encounter now? You might think, oh, Repels stop that. Well, actually, if you think about how Repels work, Repels only repel Pokemon below the level of your lead Pokemon, which means that the Pokemon's level, at least, is being randomly generated. So having a repel active when you walk on a tile of grass, the game will randomly have the RNG move forward every time you step on a grass tile, because it's going, is a Pokemon being generated? And then if a Pokemon is being generated, it'll randomly generate its level. Even though the Pokemon gets discarded, it's still causing inconsistent RNG advances that way. The tough part about this, so someone's asking, this is not method 4. Someone's asking, what makes this so hard? Great question, I think. So there's a couple of things that make this hard. 84, 120, what's 120? Oof, whoa, I was mega early on my seed. Let's let's say I was wrong earlier. We're gonna update that. So there's a couple of things that make this hard. No, the programmers didn't do a shit job. That's how repels work. Really think about repels. How repel works, right? Repel has to generate the level of the wild Pokemon because you are able to encounter Pokemon that are higher level than you. And so the game has to know if the Pokemon being spawned is a what level it is. Now, there's a couple of things that make this really difficult. The first one is it is double frame perfect. What is double frame perfect? Well, normally when you do an RNG manip, you just hit A to encounter the Pokemon, and that is a 1/60th of a second timer. This manip has two 1/60th of a second timers. When I talk to this painting, and when I talk to Registeel. The second thing that makes it hard is that because I have to talk to this painting first, and I can't save in front of Registeel, I have to walk past 1 trillion million billion NPCs. Now, I don't want these NPCs to move because these NPCs, if they move, will randomly change where I am in the RNG sequence by 1 or 2 each time they move, which might not seem like a lot. And if there was only one NPC, maybe I wouldn't do all this advanced movement tech, but there is more than one NPC, and so I have to do these special movements here where I'm opening the party menu and closing it to reload the NPCs to prevent them from moving. And I have to do this annoying movement tech the entire way to Registeel, and if I mess up the movement tech at all, I could be off on my RNG sequence. And so, to answer your question, it's 2 consecutive frame perfect inputs plus a bunch of specific inputs along the way to Registeel is what makes this difficult. It's kind of like if you've ever done a FireRed LeafGreen RNG manipulation, right? A FireRed LeafGreen RNG manipulation is always 2 frame perfect inputs. It's hitting the initial seed at the title screen, and then it is getting the Pokemon that you want. This is a FireRed LeafGreen RNG manip with extra steps. Could I, in theory, make a TA that would do... Yeah, of course. I have a programmable bot. But the thing about RNG manip that one of the things I love the most about RNG manip is when I succeed at an RNG manip, what am I doing, right? To me, I am perfectly controlling a computer with like computer-like precision, basically, right? I'm so precise that the computer has been defeated. To me, it's like, I don't know. It's using a bot would defeat the point, because for me, the whole point is to succeed at getting a Pokemon like this with only, you know, the game, basically, right? Right? This is just a DS. The DS is plugged into my computer because there's a capture card, but I don't need the capture card. Right? You could just be doing this on... And many people do it on their own. I don't use the capture card for anything other than content, right? What do you mean re-rolling was the problem? Hold on. Oh, yeah, I mean, in Ruby and Sapphire, when you're using the paintings, you know, if the Pokemon is like a 20-minute wait, I'm probably not going to do it. That guy turned. I just saw him. Because I ended up on the exit button. I'm going to keep going. It's only one. That does suck, though. This is a tainted attempt, to say the least. I forget how much they cause. I think turning is like two RNG advances or something. All right. Whew. Getting with a minute to spare. When I first started streaming, I only had about 30 or 40 seconds to spare, so I've really picked up the efficiency of this route. Whew. It's pinned in my Discord. You can also find it on retailrng.com in the Ruby Sapphire Safari Zone map refreshing guide. I cover how to do all of these movements, and I show GIFs of them and what's safe to do indoors and outdoors. I missed the button anyway. Oh my gosh, I hate myself. I literally just missed the button. I didn't even like that attempt. There we go. That was a good button press. Well, you don't like it when I waste 7 minutes of my life? That's what I like about it too, Exploding Penguin. I'm actually like a serial button misser, where I just like don't even hit the button. By the way, gamers, if you're having a good time, we've been at about 110 viewers for like an hour or so. If you're enjoying the stream, please hit the like button. We don't even have 100 likes, and we've had over 100 viewers for a really long time. Surely not many of you are hate watching me, right? Is that 20 hate watchers? And if you want to help me out for not free, consider becoming a channel member. It's only $1.99 a month. YouTube pays better than Twitch, so more of the money goes directly to me, and you get access to a bunch of special perks. You get access to videos early, behind-the-scenes content, you get access to members-only streams, and more. 5 gifted, June! What the heck? And I was just about to say, if we get 10 gifted members, or 10 members today, I would gift 5 more members. Everybody show some Blissy love to June. Holy moly. I'll gift my 5 members that I owe you all when I'm at Registeel. Don't let me forget, when I'm sitting in front of Registeel, I gotta gift you guys 5 more members. Because we hit 10 today. Oops. That could be an extra RNG advance, by the way. It's Korea's Thanksgiving. I've heard this before, and people could explain it to me. People, like, Canada has its own Thanksgiving. Korea has the Thanksgiving. Like, what does that mean? Has Thanksgiving become, like, a strictly, like, universal holiday that represents, like, thanks to a native people or something like that? Happy Korean Thanksgiving. I'm just curious what is Canadian Thanksgiving? What is Korean Thanksgiving? Like, what is that holiday? Why not use Hypercutter? I actually thought about using Hypercutter, Sasuke. When the Pilgrims landed in Korea. Well, I don't know. So yeah, I did think about using Hypercutter, but the thing is, I think you can only take 1 step after you use cut anyway. So I don't think that Hypercutter would help. Because I would still have to go into the submenu. I guess I would skip some animation. Right? I would skip, it would be like half the amount of cuts used, probably, even though I'm still going into the submenus. Oh, right. She's allowed to move. Is Hypercutter Emerald only? Oh, I actually don't know if that's true. It might be. Okay, this run is... No, I'll do it anyway, but... I messed up on that too. Hypercutter does have an actual out-of-battle effect that, like... In Emerald, it's like raises the, it like raises the level of wild Pokemon. It makes them on the upper end that they can be, right? Ruby and Sapphire don't technically have abilities that work out of battle. They have, like, 2, basically. No. They're, Ruby, Sapphire, and FireRed and LeafGreen have a few strictly out-of-battle abilities. Or... I don't know if they're out of battle. They're basically... Ruby, Sapphire, and FireRed and LeafGreen have some abilities that are strictly non-battle. And so those do work out of battle. All right, I'm gonna gift the members now. 5 gifted members. As promised. Thank you for the 5 gifted, June. So, what Emerald did was Emerald added secondary effects to abilities that function in battle, giving them out of battle effects, if that makes sense, right? Like Hypercutter has an in battle function, right? Hypercutter has an in battle function. Intimidate has an in-battle function. Magma armor, flame body, those have in-battle functions, but were given secondary out-of-battle functions. In Ruby Sapphire, Fire and Leaf Green, anything that only works out of battle does work. So Stench, Illuminate, Pickup are the ones that I can think of off the top of my head. There's probably more. I don't remember. Could have been the Mandela effect, but I could have sworn cutting that tall grass made regular grass. You said that? And you said that, and then I thought about it, and I'm like, I feel like you're right, even though I'm witnessing it happening. I got bashful. You know, the craziest part about the Mandela effect is, like, the person who came up with the idea they didn't just go like, yeah, it's just like, you know, group hallucination, which is like a documented thing. Okay, so I hit my frame, but I was 1 seed early. Or 1 seed late. They didn't go, no. They didn't go, yeah. It's just a group hallucination. They went, we believe that we've hopped to an alternate reality. The reality we were from, he did get killed. Where he couldn't possibly be misremembering it. Isn't that insane? People think that. They think it is like parallel reality hopping. I guess it's not like it can't happen. We don't really know how the mind works. But I would like some amount of evidence. Memberships, Omniverse are like a super... Streaming on its own doesn't generate like a ton of revenue. But the fan funding aspect of membership is like a really good incentive for me to stream more. And I like memberships because I make videos early. And I give members access to my videos early, and like people directly supporting me via memberships, I know I could be better at doing membership based rewards and stuff like that. But like it's a way to like offset the cost of like the YouTube algorithm, basically, where like I can have a video that I work really hard on that kind of bombs, and it's like memberships and stuffs are like a way to support me, to allow me to keep making what I want to make and what you all enjoy without an algorithm affecting me, if that makes sense. So it's a way to like, if I don't know, if you like my shit and you want to see me keep making it, members guarantee that I'll be able to do that independent on regular YouTube ad revenue, right? What do you mean it's an out of battle a bit? What does immunity do in Ruby and Sapphire, Adrichu? Oh, immunity, like if a Pokemon is poisoned outside of battle and then has immunity, it instantly cures it, right? Is that what you're talking about? But how can a Pokemon get poisoned? So is the idea with immunity out of battle? if they lose immunity in battle, if you lose immunity in battle, get poisoned, the battle ends, and you're still poisoned with the immunity ability, immunity won't let you take poison damage. Did I describe that right? It's very hard, by the way, to talk while I'm doing this movement, so I'm doing my best. Sorry if I end up rambling and nothing makes any sense. I forget Europeans, like, don't use dryers. I remember reading, like, on Reddit, like, it was like, why are dryers not popular in Europe? And, like, some Italian guy just replied on Reddit, the sun is free. The sun and air are free, or something they said. They said something like that, and I was like, that's hilarious. Oh my god, what is going on with me? Every time I go up, like, up, I fuck up the menu positioning, and that's why I let this NPC turn. That's very interesting, Adrichu. That might be the only ability in Ruby and Sapphire that has an in and out of battle effect. It's a nice, cool fall day today. Well, to be fair, in, like, Britain, it was basically only hot enough to warrant an air conditioner, like, 2 weeks out of the year until a couple of years ago, honestly. And then the heat waves started getting doomed. It was so funny. I almost never click on, like, the randomly suggested YouTube streams to me, but I found Infinite Omniverse by those, where it was just a YouTube channel, and it was just like, it was a small stream, and it was just like doing RNG manipulation, and I was like, well, YouTube algorithm, I can't deny it. You got it right one time for me. You know exactly what I want to watch. Mama. Oof. Almost missed my timing window. Oh, dang it. We have been close the entire time I've been streaming, basically. After, like, the third attempt, we've basically been dialed in on our calibration, so... I have been missing my seed. Oh, and someone asked me earlier, I'm sorry I didn't answer your question, whoever asked. Someone was like, when you're talking about being late or early, what am I talking about? There's two things to be late or early for. There is the seed, which is the painting, and then there is the actual talking to Registeel. I could be late for either one of them. That's 2 seeds late. My advances were fucky wuckied. I don't know, man. I'm trying to time this at the same exact time. Got a cool RNG challenge vid and FireRed LeafGreen and all the comments are debating. Yeah, I mean, that's how it is. The meat man. I didn't like that attempt. People don't understand how much easier it would be to cheat, but a lot of the people take the energy of, like, they try to go like, it's cheating with extra steps. They like, the people go for like a vibes-based opinion on cheating. They look at something they don't fully understand and they go, that doesn't seem fair, that doesn't seem right, that doesn't seem this, that doesn't seem that. So... that's what they're doing. Yo, what's up, Beatus? Someone in a recent comment I did referred to RNG manipulation as, quote, manipulating the game's code. And I go, do you know what you are saying? The words you're saying. Like, they don't make any sense. Like, like playing the game is manipulating the game's code. Like, I have been trying to get a Registeel for 2 hours and 45 minutes. Like, do you think it would, like... do you know how... how long it would take me to PK hex this? It would take me like 4 minutes. Not even. It would take literally like 10 seconds to get a fully legal one. Yo, Infinite Omniverse, thank you for the membership. I appreciate you. Everybody show some blissy love to Infinite Omniverse for becoming a Happiny member. Yeah, I'm on my 10th attempt for the Shadow Crocodile. That's definitely cheating. It's so weird, yeah, I don't know. I must really suck at cheating. True. I'm actually just super bad at cheating. That's why I don't have this Registeel yet. I'm literally only even going for this Registeel because I want a target for the retail RNG.com guide. And I wanted to show off the grass cutting tech. Instead of just using a Pokemon like Kyogre, who doesn't have such tech, basically. Well, you gotta understand, Kiba, like, speedrunning versus RNG manipulating, like, for what I'm doing, they're not, like, comparable, because speedrunning does have its own rules, and you gotta remember, there are manipless speedruns. And I would imagine part of the reasons people want manipless Pokemon speedruns is because they think that it's, like, not within the spirit of, like, the JRPG to, like, not have things randomly happen, right? I mean, Terrakion fell off so hard after Gen 5. That Pokemon was turbo OP when it came out. And that Jellicent also had a similar thing. Well, Jellicent wasn't ever OP. But Jellicent fell off hard after Gen 5. I wonder if that's it, Carve. People literally don't understand how simple PK hexing is. What the? I swear I'm not. Look, this is a bug. Hold on. This is crazy. It is a, I'm not insane. Oh my god, okay. I think if you're frame perfect with your button press, you don't see it move. You don't see the icon move, but it still does. I might check, I might test that after this Registeel attempt is over. I'm gonna do a test. I felt like I was going insane. It takes out of battle poison damage. So Bolopedia lied, or what? Has anything... Have I ever done anything frame perfect IRL? Semolina, what are you doing? Hey, mamas. Why are you in the corner? You can leave. What frame rate does real life run at? The speed of light, I get. No, because you can touch stuff before the visuals hit you. Ugh. I feel like I've been so close the whole time. I'm gonna go pick up this cat. Hey, what are you doing? Oh my god, you're so big. Oh, you're wet! Ugh! Look how big she is. You see how big this cat is? She's only 6 months old. You still smell like Dawn dish soap. She's only 6 months old. She is not fully grown yet. Look at her, little paw tufts. Hard to see them on the camera. Do you see her like little tufties? Little tufties. She's huge! Look at her floof tail. Stop squirting. Stop squirting. I'm sorry. I know. I held you upside down. She's wet because she licked herself a bunch. Hey, mama. You're huge. Do you remember when you were 1 inch big? She used to be 1 inch big. Oh, my microphone fell over. You can go. Please. Be my guest. She's up here still, by the way. That can't be easy to stay up. Alright, careful. It's the right... No, it's not the right nature. Two seeds early, 2 advances early, of course. I just knocked my DS over. Oh my lord. Yo, thank you for the $6.66 Zinobime, I appreciate you. Everybody show some blisy love to Zinobime. To this day, I'm pretty sure I've never pronounced their name correctly once, but that's fine. They've never corrected me. Zinobine. Okay. 2C0, 2 advanced 0. I mean, the thing is, 2 is within the human error, but I could do like that. So I wanted to double check the problem that I was having with the menu. Look, do you see that? Look at this. Tell me if you visually see the cursor go up to the exit when I close the menu. Okay, my game just crashed. That was insane. The game realized I was onto it. No, that wasn't it. That wasn't it. The current song, Vicky, is Dialga's Fight to the Finish from Explorers of the Sky, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. The fuck, they knew too much. That's what I'm saying. Alright, so observe. So, you could see it go here, right? It's visible, right? Did you see it there? Oh, I saw it that time. I don't see it. I literally am not seeing it happen. Okay, it's because I'm hitting... It's because my movements aren't perfect enough, basically. Anyway. Pokemon Emerald does not require a dead battery to RNG manip in. They just did a oopsie whoopsie fucky wucky in Pokemon Emerald, and the RNG just does not work. They just forgot to turn it on. So it is always 0. So even if you fix the battery, it doesn't matter. It's actually a huge mistake. It's got to be one of the biggest mistakes they've ever made. I mean, I can't imagine they did it on purpose. That literally prevents the ability... Super Mario RPG. It's Wii Shop Wednesday, everybody. Don't you man foo. Harvest Moon. You write this song? Link Puzzle Pokemon. Toe Jam and Earl and Panic on Funkotron. Castlevania, Fatal Fury, Ninja Chuchu, Mario Comet, Razor Blazing, Lasers, Basis Loaded, Mega Turrican, Cybernator, Rolling Thunder, Dynastic Hero, Bobble Double, Dribble Double, Dragon at Zero, I get it, you memorize F-Zero X, and Donkey Kong Jr. Math, Ninja Gaiden 1,
Ninja Gaiden 2, Ninja Gaiden 3. Cruising USA.
See, you're rewarded, Kazin, because now you get Knuckles Chaotic music. Yo, thank you for the 5 Canadian bucks, Ellie. I appreciate you. Your RNG god got me a shiny Mudkip and a 2-digit trainer ID last night. That's very awesome. Are you going to continue doing some more RNG manips, or is your journey ending with the shiny starter? I love how the Wii Shop Wednesday bit, it just pisses off exactly one person. See how quickly they logged into Wii Shop Wednesday? I fucking love Wii Shop Wednesday. Oh, my thingy hurts. I lock into Wii Shop Wednesday about as quickly as I lock into the EonTimer counting down. Probably go for Castform and Kyogre. I love how fake shorter TIDs look in the newer game. Yeah, they don't have the leading zeros in Scarlet and Violet, right? What even is the Wii Shop Wednesday, and why does it make anyone mad? It's just that. We could the whole video. You have to watch the whole video. Just type Wii Shop Wednesday into YouTube. It's from a web show called Nirvana, the band, the show. Where they get really, really excited to shop on the Wii Shop channel, and then they sing a song about it. It's really funny. I actually like the video and the song, like, a lot. No, the origin of Kazin saying Kazin doesn't like Wii Shop Wednesday was after Wii Shop. The reason it's called Wii Shop Wednesday is because in the video, the premise of the video is that that's when the Wii Shop would update. It would update Wednesday at 11:59. And so that's the premise of the video. But then I just took it to, on my streams on Wednesday, I would play Wii Shop music, and one day I played a Bossa Nova beat Wii Shop remix for like 4 hours straight. And that's where the bit originated, where Kazin is like, God damn it. What time is it in Japan is so funny. My favorite line is you know how everybody loves to shop on the Wii Shop channel every Wednesday? It's so funny. No, I want the whole thing. I want all of Wii Shop Wednesday.
Super Mario RPG, Sonic the Hedgehog.
It's called Update Day.
Matt! Yeah? Update day! What? New Wii titles. What? I'm in the bathroom. Update day for the Wii shopping channel. It's funny because normally they do it at midnight, but it's like 11. It's like 11:15. What time is it in Japan? Fucking turn that up. I love that grooving.
What is it, a Bossa Nova
What kind of
beat?
music is that? Like a Bossa Nova beat?
We'll continue.
Makes me really want to just croon it. This is such a danceable song. You know what we should do? We should write a song for our act with titles of Wii games.
Oh, I like it. I like it.
Because everybody knows about the Wii shopping channel.
Yeah.
And everybody loves to shop on it every Wednesday.
That's my favorite line in the whole thing. Everybody loves to shop on the Wii Shop channel. And everybody loves to... it's so funny.
So what we'll do is we'll write a theme song for the Wii shopping channel. Look, watch this. Watch this. You can sing to the titles of the... Super Mario RPG. Super Mario 3. Mega Man, Neo Turf Masters, Breaking Star... You know what I mean, Jared?
Yeah.
Like every... You say the lyrics of the...
Let me try one.
Okay.
Let me try. Super Mario RPG.
Sonic the Hedgehog, Donkey Kong 3, Adventures of Lolo 1 and 2, King's Knight, Dig Dug, Chu-Man Fu,
Harvest Moon.
You write this song?
Link Puzzle Pokemon. Toe Jam and Earl and Panic on Funkotron. Castlevania, Fatal Fury, Ninja Chuchu, Mario Comet, Razor Blazing, Lasers, Bases Loaded, Mega Turrican, Cybernator, Rolling Thunder, Dynastic Hero, Bubble Bobble, Double Dribble, Double Dragon, F-Zero.
I get it. You memorize
This guy directed the Blackberry movie, by the way.
Zero X and Donkey Kong Jr. Math, Ninja Gaiden 1, Ninja Gaiden 2, Ninja Gaiden 3. Cruising USA.
Wow!
What? You guys see Semolina there for a brief moment? Wait, what? Yeah, he directed the Blackberry movie. He also stars in it. He's one of the founders of Research in Motion, along with the guy who voices Hiccup. And then Dennis from Always Sunny voices like the other co-CEO. Yeah, I heard they're making a movie of Nirvana, the band, the show. Why do I keep opening the menu? So yeah, the reason I open the menu and refresh the overworld is to prevent NPCs from moving. Do you see Semolina's head? She is in front of my keyboard. What are you trying to do, girl? Oh, that's my leg. Okay, there you go. So yeah, when I'm moving from one place to another, NPCs can move and mess up the RNG by causing extra unwanted advances. Repels can actually do the same, because if you step in grass, it checks to see what the wild Pokemon's level would be, which causes some RNG advances. So that's why I cut instead of using Repels. And the map refreshing is to stop the NPCs from moving. You can see both this woman and this old man here could move. But every time you refresh the map, you have about 31 frames to take an action before the NPCs can move. And so I refresh the map and I take an action that is 31 frames or less, which is usually the most common method is 2 steps running. Just because that's the fastest mode of moving during this whole thing. This one was 1 turn plus 1 step. Then I'm going to do 1 step here. That's another safe one. And then we're going to do turn left and 1 step running. That's another safe one. I don't know about the Gen 4 NPC tech. Semolina moved my camera again. She's really antsy. Are you in a playful mood, or are you just like... What's going on? Oh my gosh, that was so ridiculously stupid. Just because I wasn't looking, I almost messed up. She didn't move randomly. She moved because I started running. I love this song so much. Was it Wild Style Pistolero, I think it's called? Thame. What's up? Reminds me like Pokemon Colosseum music, but better. I don't really like the Colosseum soundtrack. A lot of people are really hot on it. I actually think it's pretty mediocre compared to the main series games. There are some good tracks in there, but I don't think there's a lot special. I also really like this Lava Reef. It's T-Lopes, dog. T-Lopes is the GOAT. Oof. This is a 7-minute reset that I'm active for. Like, it's not like a 7-minute reset where I'm just waiting. It's a 7-minute reset where I've got to do stuff except for the last 80 seconds. I just think a lot of the Colosseum music's a bit uninspired. Don't knock my pens over. She keeps knocking my pens over. No, I'd never spray her. Stop. I will go pick... yeah, you. I'm talking to you. She looked over the monitor like, huh, me? Oh! Girl. No. You're sitting on my lap now. All right. Gentle. Go. You want to sit on this computer? Gentle. One seed late. It's quite a bit early on my advances, which is a little concerning. This is probably my last attempt. Yeah, it's called the 10 Line Shrey. It's better than PokeFinder for Gen 3 anyway. It is like a specific to Gen 3. And FireRed and LeafGreen PokeFinder. Only thing I still use PokeFinder for is reverse engineering the SID you need. Well, you don't need to. Retail RNG covers how to do it. You can do it without that. You're not a loser. Did that old man move? He's facing left. Do we got any VOD checkers to see if this guy moved? He's always facing down so far. He did? Yeah, we're just gonna reset then. And I was thinking about doing the last attempt with the audio. Or do I not have like a... Semolina. Hey. What? Hold. Oh my gosh. You see what I'm putting up with right now? Hi, Mama. You can't sit here. Okay. I just wanted to have the music on for the final attempt. Registeel took days for me. Learned all the stuff I know from your tutorials. Very awesome. Yeah, we've been really close the whole time, basically, so... I've become a little bit, like, off target with my seeds these last few attempts. I wouldn't risk it, Christopher Larson. the Pokemon themselves are probably not legal. The ones that you could capture from those raids. Breeding could be safe, but like you can get in trouble for VGC for like random shit. Like a person had a box named PK Hex. And they got a Pokemon DQ because of that. Or like, no, was it a game loss, I think? They got a game loss because they literally just had a box named PK Hex. Even though none of their Pokemon looked hacked. So there's a chance that if you have like a... There's a chance that if you have an illegal Pokemon in the box, you get dinged. Even if none of your actual Pokemon for the tournament are illegal. I hate the breeding in Gen 9. The picnics are so awful. I don't think Champions is going to be pay to win so much as I'm worried because they said that that currency, it said on the websites. God, she just knocked my microphone over. They said on the website that you can't buy that currency with money. My concern is more like, will it take a really long time in-game to acquire Pokemon? When Champions comes out, I plan on making a vid comparing what it's like to build the team in Champions using only Champions resources compared to, what it's like to build a team in Gen 9. I don't know, unfortunately. I've never used them. I've never worked with them. You can't RNG manip raids in Scarlet and Violet, so I don't know what a seeded raid could mean. I would just avoid using them. If I was you, Christopher. If you're really nervous and trying to be safe. I think that guy turned. I think his default is facing up. Alright. Well, hopefully we get close, even though that guy turned. What do you mean an infinite repel? There's no such thing as an infinite repel. Repels don't work, though, for this. Repels still... Wild Pokemon are still effectively generated for a repel. They're just discarded because they're not the level that you want. It'd be cool if you were green. Yeah, it's not. Let's see how... Infinite repel from the department store. Do you guys like the Nightcore Gen 3 soundtrack? You only unlock this after you beat the Elite Four 76 times. One seed late, 4 advances early. Alright, that's gonna be it for me today. Thank you all for watching. I'll probably be streaming again tomorrow. Bye.